Jai Hind, dear students. Welcome back to today's class. So yesterday we have completed our exercise 2.5 and I know that you have also done some questions related to that also. As you know, decimals are very easy, right? Do practice for better understanding. Now starting exercise 2.6, question number 1. In this question, we have to find the product of two numbers. If you will see, in first part we have one decimal number and one whole number. So, converting decimal number into fraction, what we can write? 2 over 10 multiplied by 6, right? Now, the product of 2 and 6 is 12 over 10. Now we have to convert into decimal since we have 1 0, so 1.2 is our answer. This is how we will do this question. Just you need to take care that how will you convert 0.2 into fraction, and also if you know directly that how to do that, what we can do, just do the normal multiplication ignoring the decimal point. We will write 6 2s are 12 and we will put on the decimal by counting the numbers. This is also the way that you can do this question. I am also showing here. Clear? Now moving to question number 3. Now converting, write 271 over 100 since we have 2 digit after decimal into 5. Same we are going to do, multiplying the numerator we will get 1355 over 100. Also here is 2 zeros, so what we will do, we will put 2 decimal point before 2 digits, so it will be 13.55 is your product of this part. Clear? There are two ways to solve this type of question. You can do by whatever way, but it is very important to learn all the ways and to learn the actual procedure, that what we have done in this question or that question to get this result, and what was the procedure. So first of all, try doing this by this way, and then after you can skip to that part by direct multiplying ignoring the decimal. In fifth part, we have 0.05, so converting this into fraction, we can write as 5 over 100 since we are having 2 digit after decimal times 7. This you can write 35 over 100. Clear? Now, count the number of zeros. By putting the decimal, our final result will be 0.35. Also you can do in one more way, that to multiply directly 5 times 7, that will gives you 35. Now count the number of digits after decimal, and same you have to put in your final result. These are two ways to do this type of question, but this is the actual procedure, that what we do in the multiplication to find the answer. So you have to practice this. You can try this question as per your convenience since you must have so many other things to do also, right? So next part is 2 times of 0.86. So we'll write the same, 2 times of 86 over 100, right? Now multiplying the numerator, we will get 172, and as a denominator we will write 100. Now we have two number of zeros, so we'll put decimal on going right to left in the number. So 1.72 is the result. This way we will do question number 1. Now moving to question number 2. Question number 2 says that we have to find the area of rectangle whose length is given 5.7 centimeter and breadth is given 3 centimeter. So if you assume a virtual figure, the rectangle looks like this, where length and breadth is given. As we know, the area of rectangle is found by the formula product of its length and breadth, where we have both the values as 5.7 centimeter and 3 centimeter. So area is product of length and breadth. Now substituting the values, we will write length is equals to 5.7 centimeter and breadth which is equals to 3 centimeter. Now converting the decimal part into the fractional, we will get 57 over 10 centimeter as length times 3 centimeter as breadth. So multiplying the top part or the numerator part, we will get 171 centimeter square upon 10. Since as you can see we have only 1 0 in 10, so putting decimal before one digit, so the area of rectangle will be 17.1 centimeter square. In this way we will do this question. Now moving to next question. Question number 3 says that we need to find the product of two numbers. So before we start getting into find the product, it is very important to understand that whenever we have any decimal number which is multiplied to a number which is a power of 10, the decimals will move towards right as many places as many zeros do we have in the number in the power of 10. Clear? So just check the power of a base 10. Now in the first part we have only 10. It means that we have only 1 0. So the decimal will move one place towards its right. Clear? So it means that our final answer will be 13.0, or we can simply write as 13. I think so you have understood how to multiply any number with the power of 10. Just you need to check the number of zeros and just move the decimal towards the right as many numbers of zeros we have in the number. This is the thing we just need to do while multiplying. So now moving to part 3. In this part we have 153.7 multiplied by 10. As we have only 1 0, so we are shifting the decimal one place towards right. So the product of this part will be 1537.0, or you can just simply leave it like as it is. Clear? Just you need to make sure about the simple things that in the product where we need to multiply any decimal number with power of 10, it is having how many zeros? Either 1 0 we will shift towards one right place. If it is having 2 zeros, then we will shift 2 places towards right, and likewise we do for 1000. I think so you are understanding. So now moving to the fifth part. Here we have 31.5 into 100. Now see here we have two zeros, so the decimal will be moving 2 places towards its right, like this. Clear? Now if you will see, there is no digit after 1, so just simply we will put 0. So the answer will be 31. Removing the decimal point, it will be 3110. Clear? So the thing is, if you are shifting the decimal and after the last digit if you are having no number, so you can simply write 0 over there. Here we can also write 3110.0. It is not necessary to write 0. You can simply leave as like this also. I hope you are understanding. If you will see the seventh part, in this part again we have 2 zeros, so we will shift the decimal point towards right after 2 digits. Clear? So now our final answer for this will be 362. Clear? As I said, you can simply write it as this also, or you can go for 362.0. Whatever you can write, both are correct. So now practice this type of questions. It is not necessary to do that, but it's up to you. As per your convenience, practice from other books. Clear? Now moving to the ninth part. In this part we are having only 1 0 and 0.5. So what we have to do? It is clear. We will shift towards the right of one place. So we will write 5.0 or simply 5 is our answer. How easy it is, right? Just you need to understand the basic concepts behind each question, that what we are doing, why we are doing. So one more thing, you can either do by this way using the proper procedure, or you can go for the simply direct multiplication by ignoring the decimal point. It's up to you. Okay, so in this way we will do this type of question. And if you have not understood, please I request to replay the video and understand the basic concepts that I have taught. Also I want to add that do practice of this type of questions. In this way we will do this question. Now moving to question number 4. Question number 4 says that a two-wheeler covers a distance of 55.3 km in 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 10 liters of petrol? This is what we have to find out. So first we will write the distance traveled in 1 liter of petrol is 55.3 km, right? As per given in the question. Now to find the distance traveled in 10 liter of petrol, we need to multiply the distance traveled in 1 liter of petrol by two-wheeler and the distance that it will cover in 10 liters of petrol. So that is 55.3 times 10, right? This we will do. So as we have already learned, the number of zeros we have, we will shift the decimal point towards right as number of zeros we have. Here we have one decimal number and one power of 10. So that's why we are doing this, as we have learned that if this type of question will come, we have to, or we can shift the decimal, making the solution easier. So shifting the decimal, as we have only 1 0, the result will be 553 kilometer. This is our answer. So we'll write a two-wheeler covers 553 kilometers in 10 liters of petrol. And this is how we will do this question. So see how easily we have found the result. It is very important to do practice of this type of question. Now moving to our next question. In question number 5, we need to find the product of two numbers. Now as you can see, we have decimals in both the products. So now we are moving with the normal procedure. Converting 2.5 into fraction will give 25 over 10 times 3 over 10, as it was 0.3. So 25 times 3 will gives you 75 over 100. Now we have two zeros, so putting decimal we will get 0.75. Clear what to do? There's one more method, that how to solve the multiplication just ignoring the decimal. Simply multiply 25 and 3, and in the question part we have after decimals 1 digits, so total 2 digits. So we want in the answer part also 2 digits. So going from right to left we will put decimal. In this way we can also do this question. Clear? Now if you will see in the third part, we have 0.2, that is to be converted into fraction. It will give 2 over 10, and 316.8 will gives you 3168 over 10. Since we have only one digit after the decimals, so there will be 1 0. Multiplying the numerator, we will get 6336 over 100. Count the zeros, we have 2, so putting the decimal point from going right to left, we will have 63.36 as our result. So decimals are very easy. It is just like the simple multiplication. Just you need to do multiplication by ignoring the decimal point to make it more easier, and by counting the total number of decimal part, that is after the decimal part, we can easily put decimal in the answer part also. As you can see, first we have normally multiplied and then we have put the decimal by counting the decimal parts. So now in question number 5 we are going to do the same thing. By the normal procedure, converting 0.5 into decimal, we will get 5 over 10 times 5 over 100. Clear? So in numerator we will get 25 over 1000. Here you are having 3 zeros, so you will put the decimal going right to left after 3 digits. So 0.025 will be the product of 0.5 and 0.05. Understood how easily we have done this? Also, don't go for the direct method always by multiplying 25 and putting the decimal. Do this type of procedure also so that you can understand how we have got 0.025 as a result. Clear? So if you will see the seventh part, in seventh part we are having 2 digits after the decimal. So we will write 107 over 100. Since we have 2 digits, so 2 zeros, 100 multiplied by 2 over 100. So again the next step will be 214 over 4 zeros, 10,000 in the denominator. Since we have 4 zeros, so putting the decimal from going right to left, we will get 0.0214 as our result. Clear? How easy it is? Just you have to be very attentive while solving this type of questions, or I can say very attentive while counting the decimals. Okay, suppose in this question only by mistake if you have counted 3 instead of 4 decimals, so your answer could be wrong. Okay, understanding? So it is very important to be attentive while doing this type of questions. Okay, so I think so you are understanding how to do this type of decimals questions. Also, as I said, to reduce your errors, it is very important to do regular practice of maths. Okay, instead you are not getting enough time, I understand that totally, but do 1 and 2 questions daily. So now moving to ninth part. In this part, after decimal we have 2 digits, so writing 10101 over 100 as first part, multiplied by 0.01 is same as 1 only over 100. Clear? So now multiplying by 1 we will get the same result over, at denominator we will write 4 zeros. Clear? So now counting and going from right to left, we will put the decimal point. I hope so it is clear to you how to solve it. So we can say that multiplying decimals is similar to multiplying whole numbers except for the placement of the decimal points, and the placement is very important as it needs your attention. Okay, as I said, if you by mistake take 3 zeros instead of 2, your whole part will get wrong. Am I clear to you? Okay, so for that just practice all these questions by yourself also. I hope you have found today's lesson interesting. So if you understood how to do this type of questions, try to do by yourself now, and if you feel any kind of difficulty while doing, feel free to ask. Till then, take care and thank you.